highest self, what is it you'd like to share with me today? We are grateful for your continued dedication to this connection. As we know, this is an opportunity to have you step out of your comfort zone and allow us to give guidance. We know that this is different for this vessel's life in the first half of its experience, and so having the availability to surrender to the opportunity that is allowing guidance can be a difficult adjustment. As of right now, we are simply grateful for your continued dedication, your awareness to the things that you know you still have opportunities to bring certain things to light in regards to that of which is no longer serving. As of this now moment, we are still working on elevating some of these things as we are bringing forth experiences to help have awareness to that of which no longer serves. So as time moves forward and we continue to broaden your awareness, give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. The vessel watched a speaker the other day, and two main things were the impactful experiences or catalyst for change. Catalyst for change. These two were giving yourself grace, bringing grace into every now moment for yourself, and all of which encompasses that, and others. Give yourself grace, give others grace. Second piece of this is the unconditional love. Bringing love and grace into these two moments, bringing love and grace into this now moment allows for the opportunity to anchor in the greatest amount of presence that's available in the physical form. And as that continues forward, it will adjust and grow. But as for now, these two opportunities for change will allow for the greatest expressions of oneself to come through the physical form. We know you have questions. Please continue. What aspects of me do I need to bring to light for accepting a loving partner in my life? We would state that as you are aware and you continue to broaden your awareness, these things will surface. There is still an energetic cord that is connected to a past relationship that was one that was set forth to allow a great opportunity for all involved. And the vessel has taken this to heart and has truly limited and put walls around the heart area as these experiences that give great opportunity. It can be a very large energetic anchor for moving yourself forward. And so we state this not to say that you cannot overcome, as each and every one of us are capable of overcoming all that is presented to us, but take the time to really delve in to the reasonings why you have blocked yourself off, and allow the opportunities as you grow forward to open your heart center with no fear of non-reciprocation. It's the very essence of what you are is love. And so love can enter and love can exit freely with no charges, no tolls, no abilities for it to flow freely. So release this energy, focus inward, ask for our help, and we are always here to assist. Outside of this, we would state that at this time, your availability, your focus on the things that you are focused on is coming to fruition. And so if you desire to amplify these things, take time to visualize your opportunities of meeting the perfect partner in regards to a partner that is complementary to the essence of who you are. But continue forward knowing and trusting that source, that God, that all that is always working for you, and thus the time of which your partner comes into place is at the right time. Please continue with your next question. I am curious to see for Kelsey Sunday how we can help her receive more friends that are girls as she is seeking an actual true friendship. As of right now, even though the individual that you speak of would not be thrilled to hear these words, there is some understanding of which the vessel knows that she is needing to let go of. There's a sense of worthiness, a sense of, I am not worthy and thus I cannot have, for many expressions of what the individual spoken about needs to bring to light. And thus with this, the vessel, the individual spouse, and those that are in her life will continue to embody the very essence of seeing where this seed has been deeply rooted, and through time, gently, but ever so surely, lifting that weed out and replacing it with unconditional love. And this goes for all individuals who are experiencing the very nature of what they are not, but keeping it anchored in the programming of the ego. And so we say, be present, be aware, and lift that root like a master farmer. Swiftly remove the programming, remove the seed that has been deeply planted, pull it out, and replace it with something that is serving. And with that, through times, through repetition, through the act of taking physical action in this experience, will allow her to bring forth friends that are there to be of service to one another and grow. And as she does this, this will allow her experience of which she deems herself not worthy to be removed and replaced with worthiness. So be a loving light, be a good friend, as one would say, and continue seeing her in her divinity. And she will walk the path that is needed for her as you walk the path that is needed for you. Higher self, what are the next steps in my spiritual path. As we have shown the vessel through many visions, the very next steps lead to a path of great service to others. But we would like to remind everyone that is going to listen, and also the vessel that is listening, to take time to enjoy the journey. As the journey gleans the most opportunity for growth. Many of you in the physical see the destination and go, this is where my greatest service is. This is where my best fulfillment is. And we would state, although that there is fulfillment in the destination, and there is joy, and there is opportunity to be of service, we would state that the reminder of there's only the now. There's only the now. And what that means is to pull that into the very now moment. Pulling in the expression of service, the emotion of fulfillment, the emotion of joy, the very understanding of in this now moment, you can bring forth and anchor in what you desire for your destination. So taking that time to have that awareness, to pull that in, is the very next step. Taking the understanding of what you have learned from your past, what you're learning currently, and what you understand of the future. Pull that in the now moment. We're bringing forth a memory the vessel just had, where he is still lifting some subconscious beliefs that were never his in the first place. And so he never likes to feel currently like making anyone uncomfortable. And so as he was going to visit a dear friend's mother in the hospital, he saw a person who was walking by, and he said, well, I wanted to say hi, but I did not want to make them feel uncomfortable, as there were some differences on the outside that would be perceived as separation. And as the individual got closer, he was going to wave the individual to go forward out of a sign of respect for that individual. And so he ignored this and walked forward. And so we brought forward a moment where there was a big spinning door, right, as if to not open a door, but it was spinning, you see, and it was very large. So there's plenty of room for multiple people to walk in to one section. And he hit a button thinking that the button would allow this to spin, but what it actually did was allowed the spinning door to slow down for those who are handicapped, or for those who are in a wheelchair that need the extra time to slide into the door so it can spin forward. And it slowed down, and everyone looked at each other and said, the vessel said, I think I goofed, and it made it slow down. And so everyone that was waiting, and this particular individual that the individual wanted to say hi to, both busted out laughing and allowed us to walk together in this door, and we laughed for many, many moments, and it was quite comical. But this allowed the vessel to understand, to remove the fear or remove the programming that we are different, that we are separate, that we are not the same, as there is nothing but unity, and then the illusion of that separation of unity. And so this brought the moment of joy into that present moment and allowed the vessel to be in a lighter mood, be in a higher vibration, to allow joy to express inwardly and outwardly with all that is. So we state again, as a little icing on the cake, as an expression is said, take the time to bring in the present moment of joy, of unity, of harmony, of the very expression of which you are, and then the understanding of which you are not, so you can release it. Those are the next steps that are needed. Continue forward on your path, as you know, as we walk forward in this learning experience. Take this time to listen, to see the signs, to be all of which that you are. Highest Self, I would like to ask, what is the best way for us to work together, so that way I know if you are wanting to share, to allow me to tune in? What signs, what physical expressions would help us to have that mutual understanding? As I know we were putting together the tapping on my shoulder, but I would truly desire a physical experience to allow me to know that you would like my attention. As of right now, we would state that the continuum of connecting through this medium, through this channeling, if you desire to state it, will help you develop this connection on a deeper level, and thus we can allow for the availability to tune in. There's many ways we have been through your third eye chakra area, through your brows. You can sense us that way. Sometimes you sense us through the crown chakra on the right side of your head. You can feel that. Sometimes we will tap in on your shoulder. As these connections develop and the relationships strengthen, you will have the availability to set that forward. And for now, you can use all of these, as these are ways we are developing the body to be more aware of our presence. You soon will see us as we show ourselves right now through the mind's eye. You will see us in the very nature of your opened eye awareness, as we showed last night and we showed the vessel just now. That will continue to happen. We have to very finely tune our energies, as if the body, the physical body, did see us, it would be as if you were looking into the eye of the sun. You can handle it for just a moment, but if you brought that into your very experience, it would put the body into shock, as that goes against the understanding, the parameters, the programming, if you will, from the birth until now, that the sun cannot be shining so brightly in a house, in a shelter, in a car that is blocking the sun through the very nature of its roof. And so this is something that is developed over time. As some have handled these experiences in the past, some have not. And this is the most effective way for longevity in regards to having this experience and the ego not completely blocking it out. So this is a slow path, some would state, but it is a path to allow us to come through consistently, and for the ego to gain awareness of this as well and accept this instead of blocking it out. So continue this path forward. As this expression gleams through and the things that need awareness come to light, This will allow more of the divinity, the more awareness of the divinity to have a concrete presence. And thus we state, you are capable of all things. Set the intention to have the awareness to be available for when we are present, and continue the connection, continue the relationship with yourself and with all that is. And we would like to state that we are proud of you for continuing this path. As we know, many will have the opportunity to, and then choose to block it out, to ignore it, to create separation, well, really the illusion of separation from it. That is all for now. Thank you for this connection. Thank you, Higher Self.